I'm Daniel and I would like to talk about public transportation today. Before I came to the United States, I had not realized how difficult it would be for me to transport myself here without public transportation. Many of you, as I did, had problems with it because you need to depend on other people to transport you or somehow get a bike or something. So, transportation in the United States is stalling compared to the rest of the world. So, it would be a good idea to, even for smaller cities, because it is cheaper, cleaner, and it creates jobs. So, let's talk about the financial business. To calculate the cost of public transportation, I will assume that the monthly ticket would be about $70, which is average in Switzerland, and it is about the same economical status. So over 20 years, which would be probably one of the averages or the highest, how much you could maintain a car, it would cost about $17,000. Compared to the car, with average consumption of 20 miles per gallon and being used only 15 miles a day, which would be enough to get from home to work and maybe some other activities, that would be almost $23,000. And you would need to also add the price of a car and how much it would need to maintain itself. So using public transportation can save over $6,000 over 20 years. And American Public Transportation Association claims that normal household can save more than $10,000 over 1 year. If you're not convinced by the economical factor yet, you might be when you hear about the ecological impacts on nature. APTA study shows that a household near public transportation tends to use it much more than the ones who aren't, and it can reduce their car mileage by 4,400 miles a year and save about 223 gallons. This amounts to 4.2 billion gallons every year in the whole United States. The amount of emissions that is prevented from releasing is also significant. Over 37 million metric tons are not being released into the air thanks to the public transportation. That is almost as the 3 biggest cities in America combined over a year. Stopping using cars altogether will result in the most significant reduction of CO2 emissions per household. Fortunately, public transportation is also able to create and enhance jobs. For every dollar that is invested into public transportation, it generates almost $4 in return. And for every $1 billion that is invested in it, it creates 36,000 jobs. Now, using a car to commute to work significantly reduces congestions and saves America $21 billion every year. It provides access to everyone's work and leisure activities. So to conclude, public transportation saves a lot of money and the planet and the pollution. Switching to it can save a household anywhere between $1,000 and $9,000 every year. Also, by reducing the congestions, it saves America about $21 billion every year. The CO2 emission by the cars is significantly reduced when using mass transit, and is more effective than trying to go green. It also helps create jobs and boost the economy. So the next time you're on a train, just remember the people who are working there are helping you, your country, and the whole planet. Do you have any questions?